Musa is in court to claim back £1,100 for a car engine which he says was never fitted, as well as for substandard repair work. Defendant Roger denies his work was substandard and says as he fixed the existing engine, he owes nothing.
Well, here he comes. That's the face of a rogue trader.
He is counterclaiming £3,500 for malicious falsehood.
How can you live such a life? Robbing of people's honest labor.
To have Roger here.
That's right, Judge.
Thank you, sir. And Musa.
Yes.
Musa, you're in court, do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Which means you make your submissions to me and not to Roger.
Yes.
Understood? Very simple. Now, as I understand it, Roger, you are a mechanic, correct?
That's right.
And how long have you been a mechanic for?
40 years.
40 years? That doesn't mean that you don't have a problem with him, correct, Musa? Because you love your cars, yes?
Oh, yes.
What sort of cars do you like?
4x4s.
You purchased a car and it wasn't from Roger, correct?
No.
Now, what kind of car did you buy?
A BMW X5.
Where are you from originally, sir?
I'm from Sierra Leone.
I worked there myself. Which part?
Freetown.
I know it well. You work very hard. What do you do, sir?
I drive, I do all sorts of jobs. I do cleaning jobs.
How much did you pay for it?
2,500.
Now,
I bid on eBay.
You bid on eBay?
Yeah.
But you nevertheless purchased this vehicle without seeing it, test driving it, or anything of that kind. What you knew is that there was a good chance there was going to be a problem with it, which is why it was £2,500. Yeah. Did you drive it back from the seller, or did it arrive at your house?
No, because I was busy working, so I paid for somebody to bring it.
Understood.
It was lifted on a flatback lorry and bring it to me.
And having looked under the bonnet, what was your first reaction? What did you think the issue was?
I tried, when you turn the ignition, it's like, you want to start, really, but it's not starting.
Well, that's usually your first clue there's a problem, when you turn the car on, it won't start.
I was thinking that it's a starter problem.
But the outside and the bodywork looked fantastic.
Perfect, yeah.
Everything that you wanted. And especially nice to drive around in a BMW X5.
Feel like $1 million man.
Here's the issue, and I take it very seriously.
Yeah.
As fair as I can be to Roger, sir, for 40 years he's been a blameless mechanic, by and large. You didn't take it to him first of all, though, correct? You went to another specialist. What did they tell you?
They look at the guy test the car and they said to me, you probably need a new engine.
Bad news. Now, did they give you a quote on how much it would cost to get the relevant engine into that car?
No, the guy told me that he's going to check, then he would tell me how much the engine will cost.
Did you hang around to wait for that quote?
No, I didn't wait for them, but I said, OK, let me get Roger, because he's a good mechanic, to be sincere. The only problem is he's dishonest.
Well, that's what you say. Roger, you got this vehicle, correct?
That's
you
right.
had a look, you picked it up with 4 decades of experience. What did you think when you first opened the bonnet?
Immediately I realised the situation because I tried to start it, and as he said, it wouldn't. So it gave me an impression what was wrong.
Well, did you think it could be curable with a little bit of money? In other words, a starter motor or something of that kind?
Yeah, that sort of nature. The first impression, because it wasn't turning over, it wasn't cranking. So I needed to get it to a crank, try to start, but it wouldn't. And I realised that it lacked compression and something seriously was wrong with it.
Understood.
I said that the chances are it would be cheaper to get a second-hand engine rather than overhaul this engine.
Just to be clear, I agree with you. That's correct. He said to you it's going to be cheaper to get a second-hand engine rather than overhauling this one.
Yes.
Understood. Did he say he was going to recondition the original engine, or was he going to buy and replace a new one?
No, he said we need to put replace the engine. He's going to take the old engine out and put a new engine. That's the agreement.
Thank you very much, sir. It's very important. Do you dispute that, sir? I don't think you do you?
I said to him that it probably need a new engine, so generally I didn't dispute it because that was my intention, to replace it.
It is cheaper to get a new engine, second-hand, put it into the car, I'll charge you for the engine and my workmanship. There was no discussion at that stage about you reconditioning the existing engine that was in that vehicle.
At that stage, no.
You agreed a price, what was it?
He said the engine. At first, he said he's going to get me an engine for £400. Then after 2 days, he came back to me. He said, I can't get an engine for £400. The engine going to cost £600.
Well, that can't have come as much as a surprise to you. You understand, this is a top-range vehicle.
Yeah, I didn't mind the price because all I want is to get this car going.
I put it to him, that's what it is. And then he took about 4 weeks to get back to me.
Is that correct?
No.
He tried to locate an engine himself, he tells me, and he couldn't. In fact, he said him and his wife had a discussion, and the girlfriend recommended that he give me the money, so if there's any comeback, it'll be down to me.
What a sensible girlfriend you have. Is it your wife?
Yeah, that's my wife.
That's your wife? Well, she's very sensible.
Very, that's my angel.
Well, you can pass on my thanks to her as well.
Yeah.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue of your own, get in touch with us by clicking over here.